Yo, what is going on today, everybody? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Today, we will be looking at another SCP. Today's SCP was recommended by Mr. Fluffy Panda. I see you, my dude.
I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along.
Partner.
I want to sing a song just for you. 'Cause you're my special friend.
I don't want anything.
Now that I know you,
Can you
now
go?
that you know me, till the
You're making me very
end of
uncomfortable. Please leave. Please
we'll
leave.
always
So today's SCP is SCP-001 THE TRUTH.
What is the easiest way to hide the identity of SCP-001? This would have been a perplexing question for the administrator who had conceived General Notice 001-Alpha. How do you hide the most important anomaly the Foundation ever has and ever will come across? How do you hide the creator of the 2,000 anomalies to follow? How do you hide the ultimate weapon? How do you hide the universe itself?
What?
How do you hide something worse? Like the identity of the administrator, the circumstances surrounding how they came to their final decision is shrouded in mystery and known by a select few. Regardless of whether the same process was arduous or came in an epiphany, the outcome is evident for all to see and function precisely as planned. Several completely different files are present in this entry, preceded by a foreword stating that none, one, several, or all of these files were the true SCP-001. The tactic worked as intended, with a myriad of conflicting explanations erupting and battling to prove that they were correct, but never having enough evidence to disprove the others. The simplest conclusions were the most common, that there was no true 001, that it was simply a ploy utilised by the O5 Council to instill a sense of purpose into the staff of the Foundation, hiding the truth that these anomalies had no source or explanation, or that all the files were the true 001, that by some twist of fate they had devised a method of coexisting somehow. Through all of this, a reoccurring theme emerged. Very, very few thought outside of the box. Very few were able to realise the truth.
So what is the truth? What is this truth?
Transcript of audio logs recovered from the SCPS Endeavour. Begin log. Alright, this is Frank aboard the
What up, Frank?
What are we calling this thing, David? The SCPS Endeavour. SCPS Endeavour? Alright, this is... Wait, really? They named it Endeavour, and we're going to... whatever. This is Frank aboard the SCPS Endeavour. Current time is... and we're about an hour from launch. The overseers have been getting these ships made for quite a while now, and it seems they've decided to send us out to take a look-see at those bits of the universe we can't see yet. I'm just a record keeper for this trip, so I figured it would be handy just to start my keeping prior to departure. You know, in case something happens. Anyway, might as well start with
I have a feeling something will happen.
Reactor is fully functioning, weapons look good.
Something always happens.
Begin log. Frank again. We're about to launch, and seeing as nobody's ever done this before, I figured some fitting words would be a good idea. I got nothing. Ah, shoot. I should have thought of this before.
What?
Oh! Now we travel to... A large whining sound is heard, promptly followed by several objects colliding about the room. Frank produces heavily distorted vocalizations until the whining noise subsides. Fucking asshats. Could have given us a warning before we left at least. Fucking ruined my speech. Fucking fuck. End log. Begin log. 18 days into launch. First and foremost, since we don't really know what the actual date is on Earth, we've adjusted all the clocks and dates and such so that we're counting up from when we launched. It's currently been 18 days, 4 hours and 19 minutes since we launched.
Dang.
We're still travelling at max throttle, so there's not much to see outside other than darkness, since we're going faster than the speed of light. Much faster. But, yeah, we recently passed... Hey, David, what's the name of that place we just went past? Messy something... Yeah, but like the closest one. Pardon? Messier 83. Alright, we've just gone past Messier 83, which is about 15 million light years from Earth. Talk about being far from home. You know the O5s probably won't appreciate your stupid jokes. This is just note keeping, not the finished logs. Sheesh. David can be a real hard ass sometimes. Though considering he spends most of his time fixing machines, it's kind of understandable. I'll make another log once something more significant happens. End log. Begin log. 24 days, 2 months into log.
Oof, 24 days,
Frank,
bro.
It's been something like 2 months. Not much has happened other than we've now
Y'all
passed
still
the
stuck in
GM-1,
space? Dang, man.
so we're officially beyond the view of Earth's telescopes. Oh, and of course we've been taking photos as we went past. There's not much out here, but we can see a few small galaxies spread out here and there. The higher up researchers keep using the word gigaparsec, so that should give a fair idea of the distance between these things. They've also been mumbling about something seeming off about them, but other than that, I can't find out much. There's been quite a few cases of homesickness from the crew on board, but nothing that won't subside over time. And whom everyone's
Yeah,
holding
y'all ain't
together
never
quite
going back
nicely.
home.
Excluding the automated
That's for
cafeteria.
sure.
Oi David, you're gonna fix that cafeteria, right? No, because there's nothing wrong with it. But the paste tastes like shit. It's fucking nutrient paste. It's supposed
He's
to
like, no,
taste
because
like
there's nothing wrong with it.
End log.
You hate my food, don't eat my food.
Begin log. 20 days, 3 months into launch. Well, we found out what the researchers were uneased about. We're close enough to get a proper look at the nearest galaxy and, well, it's a copy of the Milky Way. Not a perfect copy, mind you. There's a few stars absent, but the major identifying bodies are there. We're planning on taking a look to see if Earth is there, and if it is, look for inhabitants. Ample to say, though, this might end up getting classified as an anomaly. Maybe not as a full-on SCP, but at least an E-dash. The chances of a replica galaxy forming are, well, slim, to say the least. End log. Begin log. 2 days, 4 months after launch. This place is definitely an anomaly. First it was suspicion because of how similar it was to our home, but like, far out, this is a whole new level of unnatural. On our way to the analogue of Earth, we passed by a few of the missing stars, and found out they were actually there, just messed up beyond belief.
What do you mean
How
messed up?
Try Epsilon Bootis Prime, Alpha, whatever, the big one. It's made of ice cream. We took a sample, tastes like avocados and cigarette smoke apparently. The
What?
smaller one is a ball of liquid chlorophyll, somehow managing to keep itself together. Antris is just solid iodine, no fire, no iron, nothing, just a colossal, cold ball of...
Oh. Y'all in
Proxima
limbo
Centauri
now.
is made of charcoal too. Then of course we actually got to Earth. Most of us were taken to calling it subprime. It's just a giant ball of fuck-ups and errors. We can see it's Earth, all the continents are there shape-right, but they're made of the wrong stuff. Australia's a solid block of gold, the oceans glow blue, and the whole American continent is made of maple syrup.
What?
We're collecting as much information as we can, then we're shoving off to the next galaxy. This is just too freaky.
That's weird, bruh.
In other news, it's come to light that Marie is pregnant. Nobody's asking many questions about it, especially because we aren't entirely sure it's her husband's child. So...
Wait. What? wait. So, that's one of the crew members, right? That's one of the crew members. And nobody's been doing anything. I don't understand. We gotta find, bro. We gotta find out.
Begin log. 2 days, 5 months into launch. What the actual flying fuck? We've arrived at the next closest galaxy, and it's the same thing. Another screwed up copy of the Milky Way, screwed up in different ways, mind you, but still basically the same thing as before. Mercury
Bruh.
is made of ice, Jupiter is made of edible jelly.
Edible
Earth
jelly.
is like a sarkic utopia, all of its flesh, blood, and bone. We've decided it's probably not best to approach, in case it doesn't like machinery, but nonetheless. We're hoping it's just these two, but we're doubtful. What the hell is happening out here? End log.
That's a good question.
Begin log. 17 days, 5 months into launch. Note to self. Bring more puzzles and toys on the next trip. I've run out. I better put something worthwhile here. Crew are okay. We're coming to terms with the fact that the third galaxy we're going to arrive at looks like a repeat of the first two. There's nothing major about it, it's just freaky to think the same anomaly repeats itself as far as we can see. Oh, there was an incident last week. Jonathan was fixing some strange mechanical fault lower down when something came loose and broke his arm. It's been fixed
What?
now though, and the doctor said he'd be fine in a few weeks.
Ouch.
He swears it shouldn't have happened, so there's some investigations happening. Nothing further I can think of. You remember anything, Ryan? Alright, ending log. End log. Begin log. 7 days, 6 months into launch. Another copy of the Milky Way, not a big surprise. Is this all there is out here? Just endless copies of home, each one more messed up than the previous. Earth was made of some sort of glass this time. Mars was made of dry ice.
Dry
Uranus was
ice.
horrifically magnetic. We almost got severely
So they're traveling through
but keep going.
dimensions,
End log.
galaxies. Same difference, bro. Same difference.
Begin log. 30 days, 8 months into launch. 2 more. There's no way these places aren't part of the same anomaly somehow. Speaking of anomalies, there's shit tons of them out here. There's a whole galaxy we can't approach, always seeming distant. Another that the computers won't pick up at all, but we can rather clearly see. There's even been a few times when space itself has been talking to us. I'm not insane. We picked it up
Wait.
and narrowed it to certain pockets of space.
What?
There's other times when we suddenly don't have enough power and will drift for quite a distance before everything kicks back up like nothing
Y'all are
happened.
just.
Is the universe flat?
Y'all are in
Before
a
the edge or something?
whole rabbit hole,
Before I
bro.
forget, Marie's been quarantined for some reason. We aren't able to get much out of the security, but it seems she's accidentally smuggled some disease onto the ship.
Oh
The
no.
baby is alright. End log. Begin log.
And who's the father, bro?
10 days, 10 months into flight. The most recent Earth, subprime 10, I think? It's got signs of human civilization, specifically ours. There's like, Las Vegas is there, made entirely of stacked poker chips and playing cards. New York is this one huge piece of obsidian that
Oh
looks
my
like it's rather
gosh.
conveniently eroded to be identical to the New York back home. There's no humans, mind you, no signs of life at all. And considering that the oceans are pure hydrogen cyanide, it's probably best that nothing evolved to survive that.
Wow.
Why aren't we being copied if our homes are too? End log. Begin log. 18 days, 11 months into flight. Tokyo is made of seaweed and is located at the North Pole. America is made of a solid block of gunpowder, with Chicago being made of a giant carved mango. The sun is encompassed in a shell of Chytron. It's colonized by vast hordes of stone that shift and move whenever we stop looking at them. Mars is made of camel leather. Uranus is
Camel leather?
lattice of turning gears. There's nothing out here but chaos and anarchy. We're doing a loop to head back home.
How long is that
Security
gonna
around Marie's
take?
been beefed up. 20 guards, all armed to the teeth with assault rifle and grenades. What sort of disease has she contracted? End log. Begin log. 23 days and 12 months into launch. Fuck.
What the heck? What the? Oh my god. Yo! What is that? What is going on? Everybody dead all of a sudden?
Frank is dead along with most of the crew. Marie gave birth to some
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. She gave birth to a monster that manifested itself. That's crazy.
that's been running around killing everyone it can. I don't think security can handle it. All of the fucking times of something like this. Shit. Whatever this place is, keep away. It's a cesspool of anomalies. There's nothing out here but shit replicas of our galaxies, and it just keeps going and going and going. Whatever this place is made of, it sure as hell isn't reality. It just keeps expanding, growing more and more. Of course. Why wouldn't it with outside? Did the overseers already know that we would find, or did they just want it confirmed?
I don't know, bro.
Begin log. 14 days, 3 months, 1 year into flight. Cafeteria is busted, only spits out rat poison. We're not going to make it, but the ship will. I don't think we went far enough for the ship to get warped too badly. We haven't seen any other anomalies on board other than the cafeteria faults. At least tell my family I loved them. End log. The
Okay.
information collected and the names listed would never see the light of day. It would have been sent directly to the highest echelons of the Foundation, who listened, considered, and acted. It wouldn't have taken a genius to connect the implications between the facts and the records, so every bit of it was expunged or redacted so that the administrator's efforts would not be in vain. It would have been as though the expedition never happened, as though it was simply an anomaly that appeared unexpectedly. The information would never be seen by human eyes until it was once more unveiled by fate, buried simply to hide the truth.
Wow.
What is the easiest way to hide the identity of SCP-001? the architect of the universe and its infinite hordes of flaws. You don't classify it as SCP-001.
Bruh. Bruh. I knew something was off when they said she was pregnant. I know nobody was doing nothing, bro. So some that was weird, bro. I was like, she's pregnant. Who's the dad? It was a monster that manifested itself in her, bro. That's crazy. That's insane.
Object class Euclid. Description: SCP-184 is a small, smooth metallic object, 10 centimeters tall and 10 centimeters wide, in the shape of a dodecahedron. Each face of the figure has a circular hole in the center, and a small sphere is attached to each vertex. SCP-184 is made of an unknown but highly magnetic alloy, about as hard as brass. When inside an enclosed structure, SCP-184 expands the structure's inner dimensions without altering its outer dimensions. SCP-184 will increase the inner dimensions of any enclosed structure by several hundred meters each day, beginning 1 hour after entry into the structure. Initially, SCP-184 only extends the walls out, causing rooms to become much larger without adjusting the height of the room. This expansion continues until the original dimensions of the room have been tripled. At this point, 184 starts creating woolly new rooms. SCP-184 is apparently able to copy items from inside the structure, creating furnished rooms consistent with the rest of the structure. After a period of time, however, the expansion process appears to break down.
It makes a room bigger on the inside while the outside stays the same size. That's crazy, like Willy Wonka type beat.
For example, items will be made from inappropriate materials. Glass books, a wooden microwave. Rooms will be oddly shaped, doors will open into blank walls, and hallways will be tiny or twist back around in long mazes.
Wow.
The new inside structures continue to be more and more odd, while the outside remains unchanged. This behaviour is most dramatically illustrated in homes, however it has been observed in other instances, including a cardboard box. The changes do not go away with the removal of SCP-184, but no additional structures are created. Special containment procedures. SCP-184 is not to be contained in any structure. SCP-184 is to be attached to a high-power electromagnet at all times. Should the electromagnet fail, agents are to report to SCP-184's containment area and prevent access to all unauthorized personnel until the electromagnet is restored to power. The containment area of SCP-184
what does the electromagnet do?
is configured to resemble a park, with SCP-184 and its containment magnet disguised as statuary. Any and all visitors are to be monitored. Any structures affected by SCP-184 are to be demolished after review by final demolition approval or inclusion into SCP will also be determined by this body. No investigation is to be done into affected structures without approval and a rescue team on standby. At the time of this recording, I am the administrator of the SCP Foundation. Only I and the current O5 Council know the true nature of the true SCP-001. We analysed the data of SCP-184, we organised the flight of the SCP's Endeavour, and we gave the orders for all the following actions as well. Before this goes any further, for the good of all of our staff and the good of mankind, what you are about to discover must never ever be released to the general public or those without authorization. The result for you would be immediate termination regardless of your clearance, but the result for everyone else would result in mass panic and a complete breakdown in society. It started on the 27th of May 1968.
Alright.
There were strange reports coming from the Kowloon walled city of exponential growth within a confined space. Procedure was followed, and on the 3rd of June 1968 we sent in the mole rats to gather more information and, if possible, recover anything anomalous.
Yep, SCP-184.
The mole rats recovered the item we now know as SCP-184, an object that expands the inner dimensions of anything it is placed inside without end. This rattled a few heads up.
Oh no, I know where this is going. They took SCP-184 to space, bro. That wasn't a good idea, bro. If they did do that, I don't know if they did. We're about to find out.
In the 05. 05-2 was always known to be quite the philosophical, and wondered what if we are within a structure affected by SCP-184 and we're unaware of it. Years later, I and the 05 agreed that it was absolutely vital that we knew the truth. The SCP's endeavour was constructed, a crew was selected, and fed the pretense that they were exploring the outer regions of the universe.
Okay, so that's what really happened.
In reality, they were checking for anomalies like those which are created by SCP-184.
And they
Sadly,
found them.
our suspicions were confirmed.
Yep.
Stars made out of ice cream, Australia made out of gold,
Alright.
another star
Dang,
covered in
bro.
copies of SCP-173. The list goes on. The evidence we received was overwhelming.
A star covered in copies of 173. Oh my gosh, bro.
The 05 Council were in disarray. Our entire perception of reality had been shattered. But then the ship became our next problem. A member of the crew had become pregnant, and the effects of SCP-184 influenced the development of the fetus inside her.
See, it manifested, bro. I didn't know they had 184 on the ship with them, bro. That's crazy.
The resulting eldritch horror ran rampant on the ship as it was returning, and caused structural damage and loss of life.
Yep.
The official report ends there, however there was more audio recovered from the ship after this, though some parts are unintelligible. Message for the 05 Council. I know you did this. You sent us out here because of SCP-184, and now we're all going to die because of it. Right before I die, I realised the truth. So many questions.
Dang,
It doesn't matter now. The reactor has been catastrophically damaged, and we are accelerating back to Earth with this fucking creature still on board.
Oh no.
We can't access the reactor. It could go at any moment, and it's going to be one hell of a bang. We cannot. The lights have gone out, the doors are sealed, the AI is packed up, and we're losing life signs all across the ship. We still have exterior hull integrity, but there is no way to reach the reactor. My only hope is that you can get this message and can do something to stop the ship. Please remember what I said about my family, and good luck to us all.
Dang, bro. That's
It might
sad.
as well have been a comet, travelling at light speed, heading straight at us. Not long after, we then received this alert from
What
our
is
deep
that?
space monitoring site in South Argentina. Message for the 05 Council, Priority Omega. SCP-179 is pointing out towards the Orion's belt. Our equipment is going mental down here. We're getting data of an incoming
So
mass
that's
travelling at light speed.
SCP-179.
It's headed straight for us, please advise. We were all but preparing for an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario when the ship dropped out of light speed. A final failsafe must have kicked in. Still though, the speed the ship was travelling was enough to cause a CK-class reconfiguration event if it did hit us.
Dang, bro.
However, we were able to commission the barrier unit around SCP-2399. Site 54, Overseer, do you copy? Authentication. Omega 5, Alpha 2 Niner X-ray. Good copy, sir. Send orders. Confirm order, acquisition order of SCP-2399, Barrier Unit 36. Acquisition confirmed. Send directive. Fire mission. Direct fire to November Cubic 1, reference Orion. Target is a mass travelling at near light speed. Deploy
At
prototype
near
weapon.
light speed,
Confirm
bro.
order. Fire mission confirmed. Tracking target. Fire at will. Copy. Engaging target. The barrier unit successfully destroyed the aircraft just beyond the Kuiper belt. The destruction of the aircraft caused the reactor to detonate, and this officially represented the biggest man-made explosion created in the history of mankind. The cover story was formulated and fed into the news of a supernova remnant just being discovered. Several fake articles were created, and the remnant was given the title RxJ0852.0-4622. Outside investigation into the remnant was tracked and suppressed. Physical intervention has been taken where necessary. We later analysed the information we recovered. Thankfully for us, the universe did not show anomalous properties until past the point of the observable universe, so there was no risk of anyone finding out the truth. However, that didn't ease the minds of those of us who knew.
Uh-oh.
The evidence concluded that our entire universe, that which we live in, is the product of SCP-184.
Oh my gosh, bro. That is insane. Everything that was created by freaking SCP-184, bro. Not humans, but, you know, the world, everything around them. That's insane.
We currently theorize that what we know as the Big Bang was actually SCP-184 being placed inside this room or space, or whatever you want to call it. Over billions of years it created this universe, but only in the last century did humans reach a level of intelligence to understand SCP-184. However, the big questions remain. Where did SCP-184 come from?
Where did 184 come
and who
from?
or what put SCP-184 into this space to create this universe?
Exactly.
We couldn't answer these questions, but what we do know is that we are now entombed within SCP-184. It has expanded the inner dimensions of whatever this place originally was, to the point that we cannot escape it. It's impossible. Even to this day, the universe is still moving, galaxies are moving further and further away, and the universe keeps getting bigger.
Wow.
We may never know what this space was, or who put SCP-184 in here, and for what purpose. Maybe we are a giant fishbowl for people to stare at, or maybe we are just a huge prison where the undesirable places and creatures get thrown. But the point is that no one can ever know this. Find fulfillment in knowing that even though people are ignorant to the truth, they are happy at least in this ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. On behalf of myself and the O5 Council, we appreciate your cooperation and silence, and we are sorry. After you finish reading this file, you will be given the option to voluntarily accept a memory redaction procedure, or you can accept the knowledge and carry on.
Wow.
The choice is yours. And that concludes The Truth.
Wow. Oof. They were sent on an expedition to go look for the end of the universe, or new galaxies, right? And what really was happening was the Foundation was trying to confirm whether or not the universe and every universe was created by 184, and it was proven to be true. Man, that is insane. That is insane. SCP-001, The Truth. Technically, 184 is 001, but whatever. Yeah, this one was crazy, bro. This one was indeed a trip. An SCP that expands everything that is placed within. That's insane. That is insane, bro. Well, that's gonna do it for this. That's gonna do it for this one, bro. Oh, Object Class Euclid. Well, if you guys like this one, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed for more content like this. I might do another SCP before the end of the week. Oh yeah, Sunday, obviously. But yeah, I'm out of here. Peace out.